How's it going, guys? Welder here, and I have to say that I'm in quite the Christmas cheer. The good holiday spirit. I mean, it's almost winter, and man, things are just absolutely cold. I guess it's time for me to go out and ski. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. Actually, that may be a problem. I think I need to travel a little bit.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Welcome to Alaska. We are close to Denali, and first thing I want to say is apologies for not coming up with a Harrier video this week or last week. Things were kind of hectic. For instance, my neighborhood essentially caught on fire. It was the lilac fires that happened in what's it? This building. Anyway, lilac fires. They happened. They were a thing, and my house almost burned down. I had to evacuate. Luckily, my house is fine. Everybody I know is also fine as well. There were a bunch of horses that died, so that always makes me sad. But either way, I will get back to the Harrier. It's just that a fighter jet is not nearly as easy as, let's say, a single-engine prop plane, which is what I'm flying right now. With terrible visibility, but at the very least, I could go ahead and land this thing. Yeah, once we get onto the ground, I will start my skiing adventure. But yeah, this is near Denali, which is the largest mountain in North America, tallest mountain in North America, I should say. And you're about to see that once we get into the game steep.
500, 400, 300, 200.
Yeah, that was quite a bit of a drop.
100.
This is why you never follow your radar altimeter.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
And there we go. I'd say it is time for us to start skiing. So this is Denali, or Mount McKinley. Correct me if I am wrong, I believe that's the same mountain. But yes, highest mountain in North America. Over 20,000 feet. Definitely not high in the oxygen department, but either way, I am going to be skiing down this. I made the mistake of not buying any winter gear before packing on my trip, so I had to spend a couple $1,000s to get myself suited up. So I have a nice wingsuit, I have skis, I have a snowboard. I prefer skis myself, but without further ado, let's get going. Yeah, so I just barely got this game, and I have to say that I am in love. Ooh. Whoa. And you could say that this thing is pretty crazy. Now, strangely enough, this game is over a year old, but I never really got into the game because there was so much DLC, but not even DLC, but microtransactions and all this fun stuff. Just a lot of content you don't get because you didn't pay for the season pass. However, the thing about that Oh, sorry. I was a little bit distracted, but yeah, the thing about this... Hang on, let me flip!
Shit!
And there we go. Okay, anyway. The thing about it is that this is probably one of the best, if not the best, skiing, snowboarding, winter sports games I have ever played. Granted, I haven't played a lot of those games. I played SSX Tricky, I played, oh, no, don't give me that crap, don't give me that crap. Well, I just failed. But anyway, I played SSX Tricky, I played 1080, I played that one game that was on, oh, I forgot, that was on the original Xbox. And so I got a bronze medal. Anyway, let's go ahead and go down this mountain. Now, here's the thing that's very interesting about this game, is that it is really, like, I mean, insanely crazy when it comes to how open world it is. I mean, you could explore the entire mountain, and that's no joke. In fact, this entire game is basically explore new places and ski down it. So I'm gonna go down this mountain, all the way down, and just keep going down. And ooh boy, let's see how fast I can go, because oh, this is crazy, and that probably hurt like hell too. But yeah. Another thing that is worth mentioning about this game is that it is absolutely gorgeous. Like, I have not seen anything this good in quite a while. Especially with sports games. I mean, really, when it comes to sports games, they tend to be lacking in the graphics department. I know that EA tries to make that not the case, but in reality, they tend to be geared more towards consoles. Consoles aren't the highest powered machines, so when they do get ported onto PC, the graphics aren't that much better. But this, no, this is amazing. It's almost like it was designed to be on PC. In fact, I have not run into any bugs. I have not had any problems with this game in the slightest, and I'm not having a lot of momentum here. But the truth is that I really haven't seen any frame rate drops, I haven't seen any crashes, any bugs, anything like that. This thing runs very smoothly for the past 5 hours that I've been playing this, so kudos to you, Ubisoft. Your microtransactions are questionable, at least you're not EA or even Activision. I mean, seriously, Activision is worse than EA in that regard. But are we going to go downhill soon? There's also an Alps map, but the thing about the Alps is that they are not as, well, they are quite a bit more, well, jaggedy, a lot more places to explore, a lot more glaciers. It seems like here you just have this very large, tall mountain, and well, that's it. I'm going uphill in skis, wow. So much for momentum. Alright. The S challenge was pretty good. Let's try the spider challenge, see what that is. Sweet Jesus on a pogo stick. Alright, let's do this. Oh shit. I'm losing. Yeah, I'm gonna start this over. In fact, I'm wondering if I should switch this to snowboard. See if that works. Say skiing is nice and all, but... Oh boy. Oh shit. Oh well. Okay, snowboard is the way to go, at the very least. I just gotta get momentum off of these guys. And not crash into any freaking trees. Okay. I'll get to this eventually. I'll win eventually. Yeah, not happening. Now the funny thing is that put me in DCS World and I can land half a plane that was blown up by Sam. Put me in a extreme sports game, or any sports game for that matter, and I suddenly suck ass at it. That's so. The hardest part is actually getting through this turn. But do I even need to go to this challenge? That's a good question. I mean, I don't think I even need to, do I? Let's ignore the challenge. Let's just go down the mountain. See where it takes us. I don't need to do this stupid challenge, this stupid race.
No, 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 God, no!
And I'm dead. I am not good at this. Let's try this side of the mountain. Okay, there we go. I have no idea what that flashing light is, but it doesn't really matter. I am going down this mountain, and it is crazy. Now this is giving me some extreme Return of the Jedi vibes right here. Which, by the way, I did like the last Star Wars movie. I know some people aren't big fans of it, but no, I have to say I like it. Really kick ass if you ask me. But no spoilers, I can't do things like that. Ooh, okay. I personally love how steep this hill is, how freaking... Oh, I was... 2000 G endured in this game. Ow.
This is not. Hey?
Alright, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. And is this a road? Oh, if it's a road, let's take a shortcut. Ooh, shit. Okay. Now I have to say, out of all the games that I played, I've never had a run as long as I've had in terms of this game. Like, an open world skiing, snowboarding, wingsuiting game is just crazy. Alright, so that was good. Let's try something a little bit more crazy. In fact, let's wingsuit it. And GoPro it. I love the ad placement that we have. Oh boy. That would have killed me. I actually have to wonder when it comes to wingsuits. It must have... You must be affected by the ground effect quite a bit if you have a wingsuit. Because I keep noticing that I periodically don't really glide that far above the ground. Like that, for instance. God, I would shit my pants. If I was in that predicament. And I wouldn't know if I'm shitting my pants because of how scary it is, or because that's the last thing I'll do before I die because I have a heart attack during that run. Alright, well, let's try this one then. Oh boy. France River, okay. Now, I actually have to wonder how realistic, as in geographically realistic, this game is. Like, are these the exact dimensions of a mountain? Close to the same dimensions of a mountain, or are they just making shit on the fly? I really want to know, I'm curious about that. Of course, this leads me down to the same place I was before. Ow! Really? I am not too good at this game, of course. I think Alaska might be harder than the Swiss Alps, from what I gathered. Also, I have no idea how you don't get spatial disorientation doing this, because I have no idea if I am at an angle or if I'm straight and level. Oh boy. Still, this is some crazy shit. You could ski and snowboard down this. Once you get into the foresty areas, that might be a problem, but still. Actually, let's go ahead.
I'm almost certain it's around these parts. All I have to do is take a good look around.
Go ahead and check out the snowboarding, because holy crap. I have to say, I like this game. I find it addictive. At the very least, I mean, not to play the devil's advocate, though I totally will.
Oh, no, 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 no! Ah! Ow!
But I do think that in some cases there might be a benefit to microtransactions, because instead of making a fuck ton of sequel games that just end up sucking, can no longer live to the hype of its predecessor, at the very least you can make one good game, and they would kind of have to make the game for you to be for it to be enjoyable, if they want you to keep buying more and more of their DLC. Granted, I don't exactly like that type of argument, but it's one you can make. Personally, I'm sick of microtransactions. I am sick of DLC. I wish that we could have expansion packs again. And wiped out. Yeah. I am starting to... Ooh, okay. Fly like a whale, okay. Let's try this one. I know I should probably take out a life insurance policy. I just have no idea who my beneficiary would be. Because that shit would kill me. I had no idea that I would... Oh, wow.
Bad tumble. I need to watch myself out of here.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Of course, the thing about gliding, and this will definitely apply to wingsuits, the thing about gliding is that you're trading potential energy for actual energy, if that makes any sense. So in other words, the higher you are, the more speed you can build, or the more energy you have to keep your momentum going. Fighter jets. The higher you are, the better advantage you have. So that's basically what I'm trying to say. Alright, so this is not a race. This is a how close to the fucking ground can you go challenge. So in other words, they do not want you to have potential energy. They want you to use all that potential energy so that you're not a total bitch. Whoa! Oh my god! That's a pucker factor of 11 right there. Like my asshole no longer exists because of how puckered it is. Ow!
I haven't fallen that hard since I first started out at this.
Holy shit, I am not good at this. Alright, new challenge. Let's try some sense of direction. I should probably do a run of this before I even... think about going down this stupid mountain and doing its challenge. Of course, that happened. Have any of you ever seen the movie On Her Majesty's Secret Service? The thing that I really like about that film is the ski chase, where James Bond has to escape Blofeld's little Alpine lair, his evil Bond villain Alpine lair. Okay, that was fucking sick. But yeah, the ski chase, he goes down this very steep slope, getting chased by a bunch of Blofeld's men. They are shooting at him. He then breaks one of his skis, so he has to ski with one leg. And then he tries strangling a minion to death, or a henchman to death, just because he didn't want the guy to raise the alarm on to where his whereabouts are. Fucking crazy, serious, insane, dark stuff. And it kind of makes me... I understand that George Lazenby wasn't the best Bond actor, but he took it a lot more seriously than Sean Connery. And I kind of like serious Bonds more than, let's say, your average, well, your campy Bonds, your Roger Moores, your Pierce Brosnans. I prefer the Timothy Daltons and Daniel Craigs of the franchise. But of course, I think they're going to come up with a campier Bond for the next installment, which I can't exactly say that I like. But Skyfall was actually pretty good. I like all the Daniel Craig movies, to be honest, but I have to say Skyfall is the best, and they did have a bit of humor in there. That's kind of stark compared to, let's say, Casino Royale or Quantum of Solace, where humor there was... It wasn't really there, to be honest. Oh wow, this is some amazing skiing, by the way. How long have I been at this? Again, this thing consumes all of your time. I just love going down the hill, within the skis, exploring the vast... I should probably get out of the GoPro vision. But just exploring the vast mountains. This is the kind of shit that I haven't seen in any type of snowboarding or skiing game. Granted, there aren't really any skiing games, as far as I remember, aside from that one Windows game where you get eaten by a Yeti.
Shit!
So I take that back. I am guessing that that is the longest, theoretically, the longest skiing game you could ever have. Ow. I also need to upgrade my dental plan, because I'm pretty sure I lost some teeth there. Ow. Ooh. Personally, I just love open worlds. And I have no idea what's up with these mammoth tusks. I mean, that can't be an actual thing in Mount McKinley, is it? Guess it must be. Anyway. Those can't be mammoth tusks. That just doesn't make any sense. But it could be. Yeah, usually once you reach the frozen lake, or in this case, the frozen harbor, that's where you reach the end of the slope. Alright, there we go. Much better. Now, let's see what else I can do. Let's, go back to this thing.
Yeah!
I am...
Damn, too far away from it. I need to get moving, getting closer.
Oh yes, you swear in this game. Which is always a fucking bonus if you ask me. I think the worst he says is shit. Ooh. Wow, you really... You really... fall on this mountain. And just like a bona fide badass, he gets up and brushes it off. God, who... No, seriously, who is this skier? Doom guy? Might not be a bad theory. Alright. I'm kind of a little bit speechless. I don't know why I am sucking this game's dick right now, but I'm kind of glad I am. Ooh.
Ah, damn it!
Wow. Guess you could say I was in between a rock and a hard place. And the way that I see this, this mountain has a really interesting way of putting its rock up my hard place. Oh, but there we go. Not too bad for just one wipeout. Oh god, that probably hurts like fuck. Alright, there we go. Anyway, this is steep. Hopefully I'll be able to get to the Harrier next weekend. I should be able to, because I will have... I should have enough free time, I should say. Especially on Christmas Eve. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, you have a nice day.